With that decided, we all helped the villagers prepare for the festival, and once the effigy of the dragon god was complete, the sun was already down. Ooh, there it is. Nice.
Didn't expect them to throw such a party before our departure. A far cry from our first night here in a cell.
I hear 'tis a festival in the dragon god's name, meant to ensure a safe sea voyage. In place of a lighthouse, their fire is kept burning until the morning.
I say, these locals are bally well informed. They're up to their gills in practical and theoretical magna theory. Not as focused on the mechanicals as us mainlanders, but the land's far from barbaric. Their insights could rather improve the runner's design, you know? Ah, speaking of, I finished with the lance replica.
We're finally ready.
Woo! Grand, ain't it? Dell's all better, and we've got some choice souvenirs to bring back to Lord Luis.
We're not out of the woods yet. Don't be too quick to celebrate.
Hey, come on, lads, loosen up! It's a party! We've all had a little fun.
And you? What's a sanctist fat cat like you doing getting all giddy over a pagan festival?
I have to laugh, don't I? You know, I thought the Crier's life had made me pretty knowledgeable about our world, but it turns out most of what I knew was lies. Makes me think, maybe this is how my old father felt.
Crier a family trade, eh? Imagine that.
The Crown Theocracy does love their hereditary titles. Yeah, my old man was a serious fella. More than me, that's for sure. He called out corruption where he saw it. Made him a pariah. But there you go. Yeah, I remember he once flat out suggested igniters were more dangerous than the Crown Theocracy was letting on. And there was that riot in the slums, of course, the one started by that Parapus. The church dismissed it as paupers revolting over their conditions. But my old man, well, he said it wasn't a riot at all. Outright accused the Crown Theocracy of turning an innocent Parapus feral through horrific magic experiments.
What?
Who knows what really happened there? Either way, nobody took my father seriously. He was condemned as a liar, and he died young. Just the way it is, I suppose. People will always prefer their own feelings to the truth. Happiness is a luxury hard to come by otherwise. Hard to care about the world after that. I was a poor excuse for a crier, if you ask me. Yet, here I am. It's beyond weird. Somehow, you lot have managed to make the world seem interesting again. I'm genuinely grateful, you know? It makes a man feel as if he owes you.
You owe us nothing. Can't afford any rumors about you being biased in our favor anyway.
Fair enough, fair enough. Honestly though, you need anything, you've got me on your side. I'll do what I can. For now, I'll catch a boat ride to Altabury ahead of you. Once this festival's over, it'll be farewell for the moment. So, let's make this a bash to remember.
Dang, he took off really quick there.
Now, time for some fun. Bring out the treats.
And those are?
The fruit is called dragon's tears. They're quite precious. Their tree only bears once every few years.
Ah, 'tis delicious. Beyond delicious.
Wonderful. This again. Hulkenburg's tastes are a dubious metric at best.
Please, it's the rarest of harvests, and we would like to share it with you.
The juice bursts forth as soon as I put it in my mouth.
Sounds. I feel quite.
Right.
What's going on? There's something odd about the way those two are laughing.
Oh
He's
no.
crying. What is this fruit?
You see, in old long times ago people ate this to reach a higher plane of existence and talk to the gods.
Ha! Yes, you certainly appear to have reached some higher state. Glad I passed.
Oh, it got me too.
Phew. Finally back to normal. Well, that sure felt like a festival. Not that I'm complaining. Oh, and did you hear? The people of this island make a wish over that flame. It's said that if you write your wish on a piece of paper, it'll bring you good luck. We don't often get to relax like this. So why don't you go there with someone?
Oh, that's right. We certainly have plenty of time, and this is a rare opportunity. Who should I invite? I had forgotten that this was a joke, but...
Have you decided on someone?
I don't know what impact this has on the game. Let's see. Why not just take Gallica, right? She's been with me for the whole story. Let's go, fairy.
It's so pretty.
Oh, we're done listening to them talk. Okay. It's so pretty how the fire reflects off the ocean. Not even God could refuse granting a wish made in a scene like this. Hey, what do you think God is? Sanctism and this village's religion both have a God, right? And they all believe God protects them and makes them happy. But is it actually possible for everyone in the world to be happy? If someone's not happy, what is their God doing? Honestly, I don't know. Depends on if they're omnipotent gods or if they're more like the Greek gods who are just out there to enjoy themselves. So we'll go with watching them here.
Hold on.
Maybe God is just watching. Just watching. Sounds easy. I prefer God to step in if someone needed help. I just want there to be less unhappiness in the world, though I suppose it's pretty hard to quantify, really. Anyways, back to reality. Shall we go make our wishes? Nothing to lose from trying, right?
Yeah!
There we go. And if you don't grant my wish, you'll regret it, you hear? I think adding that gives it a better chance. It's totally coming true now. That's how you do it. Right? Don't mess with me if my wishes don't come true. I wished for all the world's anxiety to be replaced with hope. Why not dream big, right? When we don't know what lies ahead, that's when we're the most anxious, right? And that's pretty much true of most of our lives. All the more reason to enjoy life for what it is and hope for the best. You've got to expect to be anxious about stuff. It's a good way to look at it.
Right.
You've got a pretty good perspective on it. I'm just saying, if we can wake up the prince, I think that would give people hope. And considering how far you've come, I think you're going to see it through. Have you really thought about that? How far you've come, I mean. You've grown so much since you got pushed off a cliff in the desert. I should know, I've been here the whole time.
So...
What did you wish for? Oh wow, you can be all flirty and stuff. I'm gonna say, journey success.
Right.
Oh, that's a new sound. I'm sure that when you make a wish, God listens.
Thank you.
Whew, I've had a great time at this festival, thanks for that. I'd like to give you something, not as thanks or anything. I found it on the beach the other day. I mean, this is from the bottom of my heart. Take care of it, will you? Sure, thanks.
Sure.
Thank you, Gallica.
You got this.
It's a weapon. A weapon, okay? Getting it back to the runner was a nightmare, so you better equip it. After Gallica gave me the gift, we returned to the others. A whalebone rod. Oh! So we get an awesome weapon from everyone's archetype. Okay. Good thing I am a magic user in this run. Perfect.
Tell, you hear all that? What that cry was talking about?
Yeah. Sounded proper familiar to me.
It's easy to blame the Sanctus Church for the whole thing. But maybe not all of them were happy about it. Makes you think. I remember St. Rella looked like her heart was breaking, seeing us at death's door. Maybe she knew what was going on. Del, what do we believe in, really? Are we absolutely positive that, you know, Count Luis's vision and ours have enough in common?
I thought we were done talking about this. He's the reason we got this far. A couple of Parapus orphans. Nobody else wants us. Nobody cares about us. We'd be nothing without Count Luis.
I know, Del, but he makes all them speeches about equality, but in the end, he's gonna leave the weak to die. I heard him talk about his ideal world, and it sounds like a world where we'd have died alone in the dirt. No Saint Rella to save us. Is that what we're fighting for?
Too late for that kind of talk, brother. Blood on our hands either way.
Hey! What are you two doing on your own? Come join the party! You'll miss the whole festival.
Lady Juna.
What's that look about? I know you're absolutely smitten with me, love, but you needn't be so tense about it.
Do you plan to kill Count Luis?
What are you talking about? He can't be killed anyway.
Lady Juna, I don't think your heart is with Count Luis anymore. Or maybe it never was. There's a side of you that you only show them. But us, starting to think we've never seen the real you.
Are you really so worried for Count Luis? He's the one who measures worth in power. So what would he think to hear you underestimating him?
So you don't actually work for Forden or nothing then? No ulterior motives?
I've been with Count Luis since before the race even started, haven't I? Ever since he was stripped of command.
Hey, Del.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. That's my fault. But trust me on this. I promise I'll make sure this world's got more to give you two than despair.
I saw it with my own eyes. That lance gets past the king's magic. That means it can kill a candidate. They were testing it among themselves, and Lady Juna was right there with them.
You serious? How are we supposed to report that to Count Luis?
Oh, don't worry, it's my own problem. I told you to leave the thinking to me.
You know, I really like Lady Juna's songs, and I like seeing you listening to it when you get the chance. You got arm around your heart, Del, and her music pierces it. I don't want to kill Lady Juna. And you don't either, Del. Do you?
When did he see? Are we gonna find that out? So tonight's our last night on the island.
So?
Tomorrow's the big day, so let's make sure we're plenty rested. Huh. Where was he? I really hope it shows us. I'm so curious how he saw it. Or did we test it off screen somewhere again? When we first arrived, I never thought we'd be making the journey to Altabury with hope in our hearts. Let the waves rock us then. We will prepare ourselves for the trials to come. hope the brothers are okay. I don't think they know the particulars of our plan, but we can't let our guard down.
Well,
I just hope we can get out of here without being attacked. Okay.
I beg your pardon, but...
Well, since we'll be journeying together for some time, I want to thank you for having me. I'm sad to leave my brother and will miss him dearly, but I know in my heart this will be a grand adventure.
Yes.
I cannot have my stomach grumbling while afield. I should buy myself a small ration of something before we depart. The trouble is finding a food that will not spoil. Those fruits are alcoholic, so take a couple of those with you. And that's probably it tonight, right? You can't leave? Yeah. Okay. Made it through the festival. We got the mage weapon. That's right. Am I a mage right now? I'm a seeker. So that just gives me the whalebone rod right away.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
Which does what? Small MP recovery every turn in battle. Hold on. Do they stack? Where is the other one? Steel. It's gotta be up here. Medium MP recovery. Yeah, let's switch this out and see if it stacks. And it's time to rest.
Good night.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I must say, I am sad to leave the island, if for no other reason than every meal here has been an utter delight. I'm almost certain you said the same thing when we left Brylehaven. And Martira, a new world of cuisine is but a few days away if you'll just be patient. Mind your tongue, Stroll. A few days is thrice as many meals. Wow, you're really taking this hard. Well, when you've said your goodbyes to the people and the food, meet at the Gauntlet Runner.
hold on.
Hey, do I need to buy anything before heading out? Okay, when you're ready, everyone will be at the Gauntlet Runner. Well, we gotta make our last big round. Make sure we didn't forget too many things. We'll see if anyone has any parting gifts to give us here.
What's up?
Okay, food, we've done that. All the same stuff here. So we're done in the tavern.
Grand, isn't it?
Pub or whatever. Okay. We're still not seeing me on the rock, right? It's just the big three. Is right. Alright, looks like it's just the big three there. Okay, nothing around the rock. And I guess chatting the other day may have been everything we needed. What's this? Oh, I got it. I haven't even done this and gathered my magla here. Came to see the rock. Oh, it has been days since I've done this. Apparently, the bigger the face on the rock, the more qualified the candidate is. Top two candidates are still Forden and Luis. They're absolutely dominating. Rudolph's face is small, but I think he's in third. So much for a fair fight. Godot's ranking has dropped a bit. On the other hand, Arella seems to be gradually gaining more support. You're nowhere near the top of this thing, but I feel like your face is a little bigger than before. Maybe. Keep at it, and who knows, maybe your face will get chiseled next to these titans. I hope, anyway. There it is. Jeez. 16, huh? At least know where we stand. Let's get back to it. I agree. Yeah, I don't think many people have much to say here. We got this person.
Oh, it's you.
What do we have today? Nope. If they're not a superior version of anything, then it's not a big deal. Those are expensive. And then you have the seeds, right? Yeah, we're good.
Till next time.
Alright. Okay, there's just this dude.
Hello there.
Danny. Did you enjoy yourself yesterday? The village has not had a banquet in some time, so we truly tried to make it special. I can hardly remember the last time I heard such raucous laughter across the land, the island. What you've done for us is truly priceless. In Eht Ria, we shall no longer be an island that rejects all outside influence. Instead, we will welcome travelers regardless of tribe and see them off warmly. That is my vision for the island. I hope you'll come back soon and see how we're doing. You'll always be welcome. Oh, and please take care of Eupha. Alright, we'll double check down here by the prison.
That would help quite a bit.
Oh, hold on. Okay, we had a little piece of magma there that made me think I had an item to pick up in that dead-end corner.
That's the way.
Alright, down to the beach. I think we're just done. Okay, I'm not missing anything to turn in, right? Oh, I have to talk to him. That's right. That's fine. Relic, Moore's thing to get a whole ton of archetypes. I need 4 more. Okay, nothing big. Do we miss anything here? Not really. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I've talked to everybody. Oh, let's get this show on the road.
Looks like the sea's settled somewhat. We've got a map of the Altabury region too. I'd say we're set.
Now we can leave with our minds clear and pockets full, eh? Where are those brothers? Out on errands?
I say we just leave them behind.
Yeah, that seems like a bad idea.
Well, long as we've got a minute alone, let's go over our plan. As soon as we get to Altabury, we give Luis the fake lance Nurus made up for us.
While I hold on to the real one.
Then, on the eve of this divine relic dedication ceremony, we use the real lance to end this, once and for all. He doesn't know we've worked out its powers. We'll use that to our advantage. Juna, we'll need you to convince Luis to attend the eve of the festival.
Oh, I've been pestering him to do so for a while now. Don't want him spending the evening in his heavily fortified Skyrunner after all.
So where is the false lance in question?
Right here, ready to poke an eye out.
Ooh, nice
What do
work.
you think? A dead ringer, eh?
Such detail. Even I can't tell them apart.
When we get to Altabury, we'll pass off the fake to Luis. Then, we execute our plan.
Oh, by the way, I was talking with the Magnus brothers earlier. I think they might be onto us.
That's not good. We'll need to be more careful.
Wait, footsteps. Speak of the devils. We'll need to hide the real lance.
You're late. We were about to leave you behind.
Right, all present and counted. Anchors away, what?
Aye, aye, me hearties! What's wrong then? Is that not the customary exclamation of sailors? Mr. Batlin was very specific.
I wouldn't believe everything he says.
'Tis a strange melancholy, leaving the people we have so recently come to know.
We'll be back with some fantastic tales to tell them too.
Yes, certainly.
How is this gonna go down?
This is Altabury Heights. We'll make faster progress back on land.
Huh.
Hold on.
Okay, we have... Oh, hold on.
Let us hurry.
Malva. We have no idea. We have a couple more... Just... Is it 2 more places?
Hold on.
Oh my. Oh, there's another one. So we got 3, 4. We have quite a few little points of interest on the way here.
This...
Hey, here's Altabury Heights. It's quite a ways. Think we'll make it on time? Without a problem. This fine wind will have us making landfall by the morrow. So the whole trip should be 2 nights with 3 days of travel. So I'll only have to endure 1 day of being rock sick. Well, now there's a grim face if I ever saw one. Captain, for Stroll's sake, let's make haste.
Tally-ho then!
Full speed ahead to Altabury Heights, capital of Montario. Take care you don't tumble overboard now. Alright. Next main city, here we come.
With a new ally in tow, the Gauntlet Runner at last departs the island toward the eastern side of the inland sea. Their destination is the Principality of Montario. Its vast mountain crags, so different from the western terrain, can be seen clearly from the water. Their forthcoming task would be their greatest trial yet. They felt the tension rise in wordless silence.
Indeed.
Okay, 2 more days until we reach Altabury, I think. Well, at least on this journey we don't have to worry about that sea monster anymore. Okay. You're on to us, Delio.
Seriously.
You realize there was probably a way to get that lance that didn't involve saving the pagan girl, yeah? I suppose I can't complain since you got the lance either way. Still, if you want Count Luis's favor, take my advice and stop playing the hero. Oh boy. Fun little Fidelio advice there. Thank goodness we're finally bidding farewell to that sweltering heat. The island and its people were absolutely lovely though. How do the islanders deal with such heat? Though I suppose hair like mine only amplifies the problem. That is quite the main. Yep. Free food.
This is...
Okay, sugar, salt. We still need a bunch of fish to finish up a bunch of the meals. Okay, want to make something? We should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Do we have any new ones to make? No, we can. 400 in cures. We do have a lot of extra ingredients right now. Oh, we gave this away, huh? We'll go ahead and make the benevolent bread again, just to have one in our inventory. This should be
Now
quick.
then.
Yep. Get my food. Okay. Don't need courage. Any new books? Yeah. How to Walk Outside the Island is a Mustari-authored travelogue and guide of the lands outside of the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Eupha. I have yet to start reading it. Okay, Mustari's guide to life outside the island. It must be tough for them. It's tolerance. Nice. I need tolerance. Okay. Go talk to everybody else. See if anyone's on the back. And that may be my book for the next couple of days here. Okay, no one's here. What about down in the basement? I don't see anybody. Okay, the code seems to have been deciphered even further. We have a clue to the lost relic. So we did Martira, Oceana, Grand Trad. Alright, from the sparse evidence I had, the clues pointed to the ritual island northwest of Verga, waters with religious restrictions that outsiders would never venture into. It's no wonder this relic hasn't been found. Yet we found all the relics in that location, so we are done. I guess as long as we do all the little side quest things, probably don't have to worry about missing out on any relics. Alright, who's out here? We got fish, imagination, and nothing else. Alright, our imagination's already at 4, so tolerance it is. And then we have a lot of Juna eloquence when that's available too. Let's go read a book. Alright, interesting books. How to walk outside the island. Read the Tolerance book. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Verga Island, told through the Mustari author's first-hand experience. It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mustari people face living outside the island. Eupha must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Eupha are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace other cultures and values increased my tolerance.
Now then.
By a lot. That's what we need. Maria, here we come.
Tolerance.
Hey, aspire to sovereignty. Needs that precious kindling. Boom, level 4. There's still more left to read in the book. We'll pick up from here next time.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives at Cliffshade Camp, just as the curtain of night descends on the wilderness. Ideal for their cover, it works both ways, as monsters and rogues alike await their victims in the shadows of the rocks. Only a Gauntlet Runner offers peace of mind against such dangers, a large reason why they are so sought after.
Okay, we're gonna run into bandits tonight? What kind of foreshadowing is that?
Indeed.
Oh, should reach the city the day after tomorrow. I can feel the temperature dropping since we made landfall. I bet it'll be pretty cold in Altabury. Is Nurse out here getting wasted? Holy imagination everywhere. My word. Now that we've made landfall, I admit, I miss the sight of the Sea Runner, gliding gracefully through the water. Then again, nothing quite like the sight of those legs kicking off the ground with all that power. Tonight, I shall bask in the beauty of our fine Gauntlet Runner. How poetic. Alright, who else do we have inside? Oh, we can take bats too, huh? Oh, there he is. There. Oh, it's imagination here too. Why imagination? It's Dracodios, or at least a replica of it. It's completely indistinguishable from the real one. Perhaps we should give Luis this one and use the real lance against him. That was the plan. What if we accidentally kept the fake one? That would suck. Alright, Basilio. That Mustari Festival on the island weren't too bad, eh? Oh boy. Reminds me a bit of the bashes we used to have with the other Parapus lads. Lady Juna's smile, though, that was the biggest surprise. Never seen her so... never mind. Forget I said anything. Okay. More imagination. Just imagination. I guess I could read the book tonight, too. That's a toughie. Alright, do we have anyone down here? There you are. Something still feels off. How long you been there? Wipe that look off your face. I'm not looking for sympathy. Is it your ankle? Is he gonna turn into something and that's how he dies? Something to think about. Okay, we got them all up, right? Imagination's right where tolerance is. I might as well take advantage. The book's always gonna be here. So, yeah, let's do some imagination stuff. Probably with Eupha instead. Oh, this way. I'm running all over this runner. Alright. Got Eupha.
Pardon me, but...
Are you free at the moment? I've just finished meditating and I'd like to talk with you a bit if you don't mind. Okay, by recalling the past and planning for the future with Eupha, maybe I can hone my imagination. Sure. I've only heard about the outside world from imported books and my brother's stories. I can't believe that starting today, I will travel those lands myself. I never would have had the confidence to attempt such a venture on my own. I am truly glad to have met you and everyone else, Alphonse. Well, welcome to the team.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, of course.
I know I lack experience, but I want only to contribute to this effort. I am grateful for your guidance and encouragement. Speaking of which, Juna graciously gave me some advice about trips such as this one. She said, make sure you keep one eye on your wallet whenever you're in town, and never ever ever follow a stranger somewhere. Juna's kindness truly knows no end. I feel quite lucky to go on a trip with so many people watching over me. Oh, that reminds me, I meant to ask you, what were things like when you began this journey? I must admit, I'm somewhat curious about the place where your mission began. It's my hope that one day, when this is all over, that I may visit it. I felt my imagination grow as Eupha and I discussed the possibilities ahead of us. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll take it. Alright. Oh, I'm sorry. I was having so much fun talking with you, the time escaped me. Is it alright if we continue? And continue we did. Alright.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It would seem that...
We now stand among the mountains. I have long gazed at the peaks of Montario from the island, but I never imagined I would see them this close. Altabury remains cold year-round, so quite accordingly, its people have perfected the art of a piping hot stew. And it's home to the foremost opera house in the kingdom, as well. I suppose that will be the stage of our confrontation with Luis.
I guess.
Let's keep our hopes high. Okay, there are tall mountains on the horizon. Let's make sure all our preparations are complete by tomorrow night. We got some new dialogue. About time we made it to the mountains. Never much minded sea travel myself. Basilio, though, he turns green at the thought. He's got no sea legs. Oh. We're returning to land earlier than I expected. Shame about leaving behind the fishing. If we had the luxury of time on our journey, I wonder what bounties of the mountain and woodlands I might have found as well. I didn't think about the not fishing thing. I'll have to find some time to get a couple more fish. Alright, we gotta talk to this dude. Seems like Del's foot is all healed up now thanks to Lady Rella. Now, what's got you looking so pleased? I can't make sense of all this. That's why you're the bronze and he's the brains. Hey, we got those little moth things flying around. The craggy mountain range. How long it's been. Did I tell you I'm from these parts originally? While I've not many happy memories of home, nostalgia yet retains a grip on my heart somehow. I've come around on her sleeping arrangements, I think. It's cozy, which is calming. Though I can't say I'll ever come around on how tangled my hair is by morning. Yeah, no silk sheets here. You have your tube and you will like it. No one's downstairs. Do we have people sitting around in here? No. Just imagination or tolerance, it looks like. We will go for tolerance. I'm in the middle of reading it. Must be tough. Tolerance. Read the book. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Virga Island, told through the Mustari author's first-hand experience. The section on Grand Trad contains a list of recommended shops to visit. The words "must go" are written in small letters next to some, presumably by Eupha. However, the author does advise against praying at restaurants in Grand Trad. Doing so will greatly increase the chances of being kicked out, apparently. Living in a totally foreign culture sounds so difficult, and then they're jumping right into it. And tolerance. Alright. This book will give me a big ol' boost here.
Come look at this!
You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes.
The Gauntlet Runner makes a short stop in front of Colerodio Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Thanks for agreeing, Stroll. That was... okay. Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. Makes me want to scream. I don't know why, but I suddenly want to scream out into the distance. Hey, boar-faced Sanctus Scullions. Hey, what's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull your voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I am reminded of the time you were all yelling before me. It was a rather terrible experience, I admit, but if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn. I feel you. That was kind of gross. Yes. I'm with you there. How amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to do it, but the words just won't come out at all, and oh, this girl is just too charming. Never change, love. Well, does anyone else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off of the cliff's edge and being filled with the unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom. Okay.
All right.
As for me...
Oh ho, then I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints that I wish I could recite to you all on a daily basis, and it's rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold. Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on these distractions.
Bombs away!
But I must scream. As always, I've drawn this place. Here. Poor Nurse. It's the short end of the stick more often than not, doesn't he?
The Gauntlet Runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters, peering through the dark. To await the dawn in comfort and peace is a privilege only the Gauntlet Runner can provide.
Stony Camp. All right. Should arrive in town by this time tomorrow. We've only got a limited amount of time left to enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's gonna happen. Give me my bug. Imagination everywhere.
Hey.
The night chills are creeping in. Suppose that means we're closing in on Altabury. And once the lance is in Lord Luis's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? The days really flew by. At this pace, we'll reach Altabury sometime tomorrow. You got the lance in the end, so I'll not deny that you've got the skills for this, but I'll still be watching you until it's in Count Luis's hands. Oh. He doesn't know about the fake then. So we've kept that hidden at least. I'm sure it's gonna blow up in our faces pretty spectacularly, but at least he doesn't know. I guess keeping it out here helps quite a bit. Alright, what do we got up here? Any chatterbox? Nope. Ice Maze not in his perch. And he's not hanging out down here. Okay.
Quite.
Altabury's up in the mountains. The higher you climb, the narrower the road, and the sharper the turns as well. Not that I'm worried, of course. It'll take more than treacherous road to rattle a master like me. I might want to finish the book off today. It does seem like it's only imagination, right? Oh, someone's in the kitchen. Who's in the kitchen? Ah, Hulkenburg.
All right, then.
That is the most deadly place for you to be. Can I cook again? Hold on. I guess I didn't cook in the first place, did I? We got a little bit of everything, so we're good here. Let's go read a book. Okay, interesting books. Tolerance book, here we go. I'm almost done reading it. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside the island, told by the author's experience. Okay, a section detailing the small, cute animals that exist outside the island is particularly worn. Eupha must have returned to this section often. But it goes on to depict some methods mainlanders use to keep and raise animals for food. I can feel the author's and Eupha's shock through the pages. Okay, and tolerance is up.
All right.
And are we done with the book? With that, I've finished the book. I feel like my understanding of the world has deepened.
All right.
Oh, it's so close.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Tis nearly time.
'Tis only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later, we have to hand Dracadios over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they will leave out any unnecessary details. We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. Well, it's worked so far, unless Luis just doesn't care that she's being lied to, even if he does know it. Okay, tonight, we deliver the lance to Luis. This will be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once we arrive, we'll be jumping right into it. I can't blame you for feeling nervous. After all, we know what's coming. Okay. The Divine Lance. They can call it They can call it reclamation, but those sanctists are pillaging the pagans' treasures, plain and simple. Sanctism's got nothing for us. We got no faith in their god or their sanctors. That's why we stand with Count Luis. Okay. It's going to be much colder in Altabury, you know. You ready to layer up and keep warm, I hope. You furless tribes have to do what you can. Winter's never really phased us Eupha, I suppose. Fair assessment.
It's coming up.
We're finally getting close to Altabury. Saints' Day Eve at the Opera House. There's never been a stage quite like this. Not for me, and especially not for you. More imagination. Great. We do need it, so that's not horrible. Got nothing of interest out here. What? This is a door I've never went to. We have a bathroom on the thing. I feel refreshed. Perfect. In the washroom. Need to stay hygienic to help facilitate living as a group. Wow, it gives me experience, huh? Time for a fresh restart. Can I do it again? 100 free experience for just using the bathroom, huh? Dang.
This is...
How's that for pushing good hygiene in a game? That's crazy. Alright, see if there's someone downstairs, and then we'll head out to the back. Oh, we got, Basilio. A Sanctist Festival, is it? I get a pit in me stomach just thinking about it going off without a hitch. At least it gives me a chance to hear Lady Juna sing, though. Better clean out your ears, eh? It's a privilege to listen to her, so don't go wasting it. Where's your brother? Alright, we have the back, and that's about... Oh, we have the room, too. Oh? Wisdom. Or imagination.
All right, then.
Do we have anything in the back room? Nothing on the rear deck. Okay. It looks like imagination's easier to get than everything else here. So let's go ahead and get some wisdom up. I was just thinking I'd ponder some battle strategies over my game board. An abstract game of military tactics, you see. Care to indulge me in a round? Sure. Yep, let us begin. I shall give and expect no quarter, shall we?
You see?
This game possesses a wide menagerie of pieces, each defined by unique strengths and weaknesses. Allow me to demonstrate. Hulkenburg activated a unit with a magic igniter. My piece, a foot soldier, was unable to retaliate and was defeated. Magic's reach extends further than the blade of a sword. Pieces carelessly placed are destined to meet a hasty and ignoble end.
What should we do?
Imagine a situation in which your opponent deploys an entire squadron of magic igniter users. What units would you send to meet them? Ooh. It's either of these. But maybe an archery unit would outrange igniters.
That means...
My archers can engage them from afar. Foes can match the range of an igniter, but 'twill be a war of attrition. As your own forces will surely suffer heavy losses, even if they are victorious in the end, so it should have been the cavalry, huh? Not the wisest move, but we still got a little bit of wisdom. Ooh.
Well then.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with each of your soldiers' aptitudes, it is time you made your next move. Okay, and then we dueled.